Conway, South Carolina. This ought to be a fun matchup in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on a team from the MAC, the Western Michigan Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Kennesaw State Owls offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Now, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to...
There he goes! Picks up the first down, still moving. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. On first down, here comes this offense. Here's the pressure. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. Working that left side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Odom. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Takes the handoff, it's Bennett. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Rushes on him. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again. And
touchdown, Owls! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So the Western Michigan Broncos offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. But, Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Finally They stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Buckley.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to sneak it.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, at this point of the drive, 4th down and inches in your opponent's territory, you're trying to get into field goal range. You're just going to run the football. You're going to try to be more physical at the line of scrimmage. They were right there.
A strike downfield. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a man. It's Lowry. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
I love the play call defensively. 3rd down, and you're anticipating the quarterback being in the pocket throwing the football, so you dial up the blitz. You get home, you hit the QB, and force the incompletion.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Turning on the Jets. At the 20. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Lowry. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now 1st down from... And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, they're after him. He's going to take off.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
They'll run it from the gun. At the 35, he's got room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big gain on offense.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Out of the gun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, 1st down here. Looking to throw, it's Odom. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
They'll run it on the counter. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard, just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. The Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Finding an escape route. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Broncos have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Leaves it with the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He wants it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give on the option. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Odom. Bringing the heat. Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Now they'll run it to the right here. Got a little space. Turning it on. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Man, how nice is it to have a guy that you can give the ball that can make such big plays? It makes play calling fun. It makes offense fun. Everything's built off of this, but when you can block it up front and give the ball to a speedster that can fly down the field, offense is a heck of a lot of fun.
This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught close to the marker, it's Conley. There he goes! And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
How about this defense? Great job by the defense, forcing the turnover. You already got a lead. Now you get the ball right back to your offense right before the half. Big-time momentum swing.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Odom. Finds the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Bullock. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Rides the back on the option, the give. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll go to the counter. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Reese, 2 quarters down in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. A couple of teams looking to bring home some hardware for the trophy case. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's head back to Reese and the guys for the second half of the Myrtle Beach Bowl.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open.
And he takes it in for the score. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Caught near the sticks, it's Brooks. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They go to the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying play action. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Broncos are flying down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Broncos line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Here comes the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. From the gun, the running back has it. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground.
Breaks into the open. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there,
Gonna let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Got the first down and more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll try the run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Odom. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. Finds his man. It's Bullock. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Wants to throw on first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give out of the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Back to pass, it's Odom. He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly to the tight end. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. They boot it away. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. We've reached a break. It's Kennesaw State on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Running back searching for a hole. Just ran him over. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Jones to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got the tight end. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. Got the quick pass. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone, picked off. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Looking for a man, it's Odom. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They want that clock to run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got him downfield. Lots of room to run. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Jones wants to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Step one, complete. You cut this to a one-possession game, but man, oh man, do you need some more things to go your way. Step two, we're going to have to kick an onside. No timeouts left. Can't waste clock. Got to get a little bit lucky and see if we can get our offense back on the field.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that one.
Off the play fake. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Jones to throw. Quick completion on the out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Using the quick game. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Still running at the 35. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.